joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. In this game, we'll see the Chicago Bulls going up against the Milwaukee Bucks here at Fiserv Forum. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight, our analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And here's what the Milwaukee Bucks schedule looks like. On Sunday, they kick off a road trip in Brooklyn, where they'll take on the Nets. Then on Monday, they're off to Boston to face off with the Celtics.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
So let's take a look at the Chicago Bulls starting lineup. Who's Ellis out there with Nick Richards? Then it's Josh Giddey. Then it's Patrick Williams. And it's Ivy in at the 2-guard. And for Milwaukee, Cam Thomas out there with Kevin Porter. Then it's Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then there's Miles Turner. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. So the Bucks win the tip. Grant, one thing these teams have in common, they are great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
Not just a scorer, Thomas also shows he's a capable passer.
Pass to Williams. There's a screen. Giddey against Porter. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. The rebound by Turner. And so it's Kuzma who brings up the ball for the Bucks, coming off that win against the Sixers.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
And the mental game you talk about, a lot comes down to coaching, having your players focused.
The Bulls on offense. Here's Williams, and Williams punches it home.
Well, you see, the ability to get the ball where it needs to go is what really stands out regarding Ellis.
Porter looks it over. Pass to Turner. Thomas outside. Charity stripe shot, and he connects with a jumper.
Oh, Cam Thomas is a very comfortable mid-range shooter.
And it's the Bulls' ball. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Some of it was solid shooting from their opponent, but they didn't have any teeth with their defense. Need to be more active than they were.
Oh, stolen by Turner. Williams against Kuzma. Second chance shot. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. Milwaukee shooting their first free throw tonight.
Defensive foul. Maras Kuzma. That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Bucks, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Shooting.
And that one falls for Antetokounmpo. Richard, when it comes to the Bulls, they have one of the most committed fan bases in the league.
Yeah, the Chicago fans are for real. The Bulls are routinely at the top of the list for total attendance. Even on the road, there are usually Bulls fans sprinkled in every crowd.
And so much fight in Josh Giddey. He showed it on the interior that time.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Turner. Kuzma outside. Antetokounmpo surveys. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, what a sweet move from Giannis. Just breaking down the defense there.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. checked in for Porter Jr. And the Bulls making a change here. Let's see how last year's top scorers stack up on the 2K leaderboard. Second is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
This is a guy who never took a night off. You look at his numbers and you know that he put in a tremendous effort every single game.
Richards with it. He's against Turner. Out left to the wing. Here's Yabusele. 14 points for him last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Thomas outside. Pass to Kuzma. Now Antetokounmpo. Thomas with the ball. Ivey defends. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
You can tell Cam Thomas has a real aptitude for this game. He can contribute in multiple stats out on that floor.
Free throw good. Thomas. And you watch Cam Thomas. Talk about a scorer's mindset, RJ.
Yeah, he's a tough matchup. He's proficient and efficient from all 3 levels. He is as confident as they come.
Good on the second one. And the NBA season just getting started here. Still some jitters for the rookies on these teams, RJ.
It takes time for rookies to really feel at home in an NBA game. The first few, though, they move like a blur.
And he makes all 3. Well, you look at Cam Thomas, Grant. You think he has the potential to be a star in this league?
Well, you know, it's tough to say, B.A. He has a lot of talent, especially as a scorer. I think he has to keep evolving other parts of his game if he wants to become a full-fledged star.
Milwaukee leading by 5. And we just got Shams Charania on the line. Shams, I understand there's some big NBA news. Can you fill us in?
Thanks, B.A. The story right now is the Washington Wizards making some early season roster adjustments. Their fans are going to be excited with this deal because Trae Young has a flair for the dramatic. He makes impossible shots, highlight reel passes. His confidence never wavers. And I'm told he really believes he's going to be able to succeed moving forward. And that truly rubs off on his teammates.
Good stuff there, Shams. Thanks for keeping us in the loop.
Throw it up to the rim and let Giannis hammer it home. Never a bad idea.
Giddey passes to Richards. Ivey outside. And he's going for the oop here.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
The Bucks have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Pass to Antetokounmpo. There's a minute 26 left now in the first quarter. The 15-footer is good. Antetokounmpo has got 9.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Now here's Giddey, tightly guarded. On the wing, Ivey. Thomas defends. Blocked! Here's Antetokounmpo. Richards pulls it in.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Here's Williams. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And some changes here for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Turner. Jang comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Trent in for Thomas.
One shot.
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
It's Chang, high post. With the 7-footer. That shot is off. Some solid defense from Williams. Fires for 3. That one's off. He's 2 for 3 in the game. The Bucks leading by 4. Pass to Kuzma. From downtown, no good. Misses at the buzzer. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Milwaukee out in front, up 4. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. All right, what stands out to you from Milwaukee in this one?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
The Bulls trail by 4. They've got Gary Trent, Kyle Kuzma out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Chang in at the 4. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Sexton, that's good.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Here's Rollins. No points yet. Here's Portis. Banked it in off the glass.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And it's Simons with the ball for Chicago.
You know, I have to admire a guy like Anthony Simons. Early in his career, he was seen as undersized, but with his skill and pure athleticism, he balances the scales against bigger players, and he's become a ferocious scorer.
The first free throw is good. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Sexton finds Simons. There's the triple. Sinks the tray. Simons got 5 points.
And over the course of a season, this is one of Simons' strengths, his efficiency from range.
Kuzma. And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. And Kevin Porter picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Thomas, he's checked in for Milwaukee.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Okoro. Here's Simons. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance. And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Bucks.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
Another thing that's gone well for them is the mid-range jumper. It's been falling with ease so far.
That free throw good from Portis. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Trent against Simons. The teardrop, and it's good on the layup. Simons got 7 now in this quarter.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Thomas against Simons. Portis the screen. Here's Trent. And it's Portis. That time on the assist from Trent. Portis has got 9.
And they've really been more consistent from the field this quarter.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Richards is checked in for Chicago. Giddey comes in for Okoro. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Pass to Simons. They set the pick. And no good. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Portis the screen. Antetokounmpo with it. Now guarded by Simons. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
One of the only ways to slow down Antetokounmpo is to get physical with him. But you know what? That may not work. He is so good at absorbing contact in the paint.
This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one. And that one falls for Antetokounmpo.
The resume Giannis has built already is impressive, and he's nowhere close to being done adding to it.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Trent's checked in. Williams is checked in for Chicago. Ivy comes in for Sexton. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Ali. Thank you. Here's Antetokounmpo. Chicago making their last shot. Over Williams. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. Against contact. Giannis stays strong.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Bulls trail by 7. Now here's Giddey. Thomas with a steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. Pass to Portis. The turnaround. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Portis has got 11.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And while we have a break, here were some of the top free throw shooters in the game last season. 5th, Anthony Simons.
Very steady at the line. He's a guy who isn't rattled easily, and that shows in his free throw shooting numbers.
First one falls.
He wasn't quite as assertive as he needed to be in the first quarter, but now he's taking a more head-on approach and getting himself to the line.
Who's Ellis is checked in for Chicago. And so Simons nails both of them.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Simons against Porter. Here's Thomas. Can't hit that one. Giddey with a defensive effort. The Bulls trail by 7. Inside. Here's Richards. And he dunks it down.
Yeah, this is a highlight of Giddey's game. His innate ability to set others up.
The Bucks have gotten 7 of 10 attempts to drop in the second quarter. Pass to Thomas. Chicago with a rebound. To the paint. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. And they're pushing it up. The pull-up. Thomas, that's good. He has 7.
With the ball in his hands, Thomas is crafty moving downhill.
Simons outside. Pass to Buzelis. Let's go with a 3. Porter pulls it in. Milwaukee leading by 7. Shot from the wing. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Porter. Antetokounmpo's got 14.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Giddey passes to Ivy. Down low. Here's Richards. Oh, great D that time from Portis. And the Bucks shooting has been great this game. 58%. And it's blocked.
When it comes to contesting shots, Buzelis is showing us that he's got great timing.
Simons. It's hauled in by Portis. Portis has got 4 rebounds now. And he lobs it up. The feed. The jam. Giannis.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Doc, as this team continues to develop, what's going to be most critical to really taking your play to the next level?
Continuity offensively and then being on the same page defensively. We have so much left. If we can get on the same page defensively, we can be really good.
The more reps, the better. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Halftime is here. And what better way to tip it off than to analyze the latest news on the trade front?
We've seen what Trae Young can do for your offense. Elite shooter and playmaker. Great instinct, and he has that it factor. Able to go off of 40, even 50 some nights. Young can win games for you by himself.
And let's move on to that first half. Talk about a rough start for the Chicago Bulls.
It's not a huge deficit on the boards, but enough to where they're giving away possessions, and that adds up, guys.
Yeah, if they're planning a comeback, better rebounding is where they need to start.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Pretty much the entire first half, he was dominating down low, piling up a ton of dunks.
He has been aggressive, getting into the painted areas seemingly at will and wreaking absolute havoc on the defense.
Here's Giddey. Second half underway. Here's who Billy Donovan's got on the floor. They've got Nick Richards. Williams is out there with Buzelis. Then there's Ivy, and it's Giddey in at the point guard position. Williams passes to Ivy, and Turner with the block.
An impressive shot blocker. Turner's combination of size and timing on defense is so valuable.
Kuzma finds Porter to the inside. From the right block. Blocked! Ivy with the ball. Still no points. Outside Giddey. Here's Buzelis. Antetokounmpo covering. Just 5 on the clock. The Bulls need to get off a shot. A nice shot by Ivy.
Hot off the pass. Ivy has a shot up. No time to waste when you've got a pro-level defense coming at you.
Outside Porter. Antetokounmpo outside. Thomas passes to Antetokounmpo. Over Buzelis. Antetokounmpo can't connect. Bulls trail by 8. 90 seconds into the second half now. Oh, there's the alley! And an emphatic jam on the lob.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 16.
And he's really an assertive offensive presence. Kuzma shows no mercy when attacking the defense.
These are his first free throws of the game.
At the line for Milwaukee, Kyle Kuzma. Taking 2 shots. Shoot 2.
First one falls for him.
Could be better from the line. Kuzma a smooth shooter, but needs work from there.
Kuzma hits them both. And here's Giddey. Pass to Richards. Here's Buzelis. Williams a screen on Antetokounmpo. There's the drive. Offensive rebound.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Outside Porter. To the middle. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Yeah, what a dish right there. I mean, Ivy anticipated the open man and executed.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Outside Porter. From outside the arc. Knocks down the triple. Porter's got 5.
And shots like this help Porter Jr. get into a rhythm. Connecting off the catch only helps his confidence.
Giddey against Porter. Richards with a screen to the inside. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes a first. So he gets them both.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
Pass to Turner. Antetokounmpo with it. Shoots off the step back. Oh, Giannis working inside.
And the game plan for them should be simple. Keep getting it to Giannis. The Greek freak is on fire.
There's a screen. Pass to Richards. On the wing, Ivy. Over Thomas. Oh, nice shot by Ivy. Ivy's got 5 points now this quarter.
Just finding room to go to work inside. Ivy really relies on his physical abilities to get a close-range shot.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Richards pulls it in.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Deflected.
Yeah, Kuzma always on his toes on defense.
Down low. Here's Turner, and he converts the layup. Turner's gotten his first points in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Bucks.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
And you got to respect their energy level. A lot of steals, staying active and making things happen.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, drawing charges is an art. The Warriors' Brandon Podziemski led the league last season, and he said, I'm not going to jump with anybody at the rim and block them. This is another form of rim protection. And Brian, while some have labeled them dangerous and called for charges to be taken out of the game, they remain a winning play.
Yeah, that's a good point, Alan. Thanks.
And just great commitment to the play. Simons doesn't let the foul stop him cold.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in this game, and he drops the first. Bobby Portis is checked in for the Bucks. Gary Trent Jr. comes in for Thomas. And so Simons nails both of them.
I mean, it was amazing to see Simons' progression in his first few NBA seasons. He got better every single year.
Kuzma, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And now the Bulls in transition. Out to Simons. Uncovered. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Simons has got 13.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple.
Oh, my goodness. How about that? Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They trail by 7. Going inside. It's hauled in by Portis. Portis has got his 5th rebound in this one. With the crossover. Tough bucket. The Greek freak.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
The Bulls trail by 9. There's a screen. Simons outside. Here's the floater. Milwaukee with the rebound. Portis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Antetokounmpo outside. And he gets the bucket. And now an 11-point Bucks lead.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Portis against Simons. Lays it up and banks it in. Simons got 6 here in the quarter. 8 seconds left in the third quarter here. Now Antetokounmpo. No good on the buzzer beater. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for Milwaukee. He's been lighting it up tonight. 24 points. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Kevin Porter is out there with Gary Trent. Then it's Bobby Portis. Then it's Cam Thomas. And it's Jang in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
And the attacking mentality from Porter Jr. being rewarded for going up strong inside with the whistle.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
The last pick of the first round in 2019, Porter Jr. plays with a chip on his shoulder. I love the competitive attitude.
And here's Simons outside. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
There's the block. Here's Sexton. Simons outside.
And you know, he knew the hit was coming. And Simons sacrificing his body anyway.
And that one falls for Simons.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
And so Simons nails both of them. Milwaukee leading by 8. Now here's Porter. Thomas outside. Launches a 3. The rebound by Yabusele.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Simons outside. Outside Sexton. Simons against Trent. With some arc. Simons' shot is good. Simons has gotten 4 this quarter.
Yeah, what touch from Simons. That floater is a must for any scoring guard.
Porter, the pass to Jang. Deflects the pass. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. Simons finds Sexton. And there's a pick. Rebound, Milwaukee.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Thomas passes to Sajay. Inside. Here's Portis. Hits the jump hook. And the Bucks lead by 10.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Here's Simons. Rebounded by the Bucks. Portis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Outside Porter. Back to Portis. Trent outside. This one for 3. Connects from downtown. Trent's got his first 3 points of the game.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Milwaukee making some changes. Turner, he's checked in for Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Jang. And Kuzma's subbed in for Trent. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. Coach telling their players, let's play with urgency. This is the game. I know we'll win if we play hard. Let's see how the team responds.
Thank you for that, Allie. Here's Giddey. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Kevin Porter.
I like seeing Giddey challenge defenses like this, making them compromise in the process.
That free throw good from Giddey.
You can tell that Josh Giddey is one sharp player, not just in how he threads passes, but how he moves on the floor and gets around other guys.
Both free throws good from Giddey. And Richard, with the new CBA in place, the middle class is starting to strengthen in the league.
And I think that's a good thing. You don't want minimum players and max players. There is a big gap between those two styles of play. There are so many players that fit in between. There's all-stars. There's young players that deserve a larger portion of the money.
Pass to Williams. It's Giddey on the wing. Drops in the layup for two.
And sometimes defenders just forget how tall Giddey is. I mean, the 6'8" guard is solid finishing inside.
The Bucks leading by 9. Thomas passes to Antetokounmpo. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Here's Turner. It's blocked. And a fast break now for the Bulls. And that one's good. Giddey's got 6 here in the quarter.
The drive and the finish. Giddey's concentration on these physical takes is superb.
Antetokounmpo with it. Pass to Turner. Fires from deep. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo's got his 3rd assist of the night. The Bulls trail by 10. Giddey into the lane. And down it goes. 2 points.
Once Giddey saw his opening, he took advantage. I mean, defenders just could not keep up.
Giddey against Porter. And there's the lob. Can't finish the lob. And Giddey has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. And Turner with the block. Kuzma outside. Antetokounmpo inside. Williams defending. Oh, stolen by Turner. Porter against Giddey. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Williams. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
There's 47 seconds left in the 4th. Here's Giddey. The rebound by the Bucks. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Lets a floater go. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Misses for Antetokounmpo. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's Simons missing. Portis outside. And rejected. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
– 16 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Pass to Jang. Here's Rollins. Drilled from 11 feet out. And the Bucks lead by 14. And so it's Milwaukee easily grabbing this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Giannis, an impressive performance. Talk about what this game showed you about your team.
This game was great. I think everybody came out ready. Everybody played great. We were moving the ball, we knocked down shots, but most importantly, we were playing great defense. But at the end of the day, it's just a win. We got to build off this. We got to go back to the gym, watch film, and get better.
It's just one piece of a greater goal. That's right. Thanks, Giannis.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we present the player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.